My name is Benstowe Marvellous Ibi, and I'm talking about the contributions of Sir Charles Bell and Louis Gavalli through physiology to psychology. Sir Charles Bell discovered the function of spinal nerve. He said that the sensory nerves receive information to the brain, while the motor nerve carries signals from the brain down to the muscles. He further explained movement and sensation, linking body functions to behaviors, while Louis Gavalli discovered that electricity exists in the living tissue and the nerves and the muscles are electrical, therefore connecting the nerves with the muscle as a scientific basis of philosophy to psychology. In short, Bell basically just discovered the functions of the spinal nerves, while Gavalli discovered that electricity powers the nerves, therefore connecting both physiology to psychology.
So my name is Etuk, and I'm going to be talking about Francois Majondi's contribution and Pierre Florent's contributions to by using physiology in relating to psychology. Majondi conducted experiments by cutting spinal nerves. He cut the roots, the spinal nerve roots, the dorsal and the ventral root, and then he discovered that the dorsal root, when cut, the body loses sensation, but the body still moves. And when the ventral root is cut, the body has sensation, but there is paralysis to the body. So he basically helped discover the pathways, the nerve pathways from the body to the brain and from the brain to the body. Also, Pierre used ablation technique, which is removal of parts of the brain, and he discovered that he observed that when a part of the brain is removed, it affects behavior. So this experiment helped to understand that the brain has different functions to emotions and to the body. And he also concluded that the brain functions are distributed and not localized. If you're a nerd, experiment study of the brain, the research of the brain.
My name is Nkechinyere, and I'm talking about Bob Booker's and Edward Kitchener's contribution to psychology through physiology. Bob Booker discovered that speech is controlled by a specific brain area called the Broca area, located at the left frontal lobe. It proves that behavior is linked to brain function, and Edward Kitchener developed structuralism and used introspection. It helps connect mental processes to psychological or physiological brain activity.
My name is Kingsley Tamunosiki, and I'll be discussing the contributions of Johannes Müller to psychology through physiology and Charles Darwin's contribution to evolutionary psychology. So firstly, Johannes Müller contributed to psychology through his doctrine of specific nerve energies. He explained that each sensory nerve produces a specific sensation. This helps psychologists to better understand the biological basis of perception. And now, secondly, Charles Darwin's contribution to evolutionary psychology. He contributed through his theory of natural selection. He explained that humans' traits and behaviors that are necessary for survival are passed down through generations. This led to the idea that humans' behavior and emotions developed because it was necessary for adaptation and survival.
Alright, my name is Horsfall, Tamunosiki, and I'll be talking about birth of psychology, and I'll be talking about two persons, which are Alexander Graham Bell and Wilhelm Wundt. Wilhelm Wundt, in 1879, established the first psychological lab, and since then psychology has been known as a scientific field. That was the beginning of psychology, and Wilhelm Wundt is also known as the father of modern psychology. He also propounded the school of thought of structuralism, which deals with introspection of the human mind as it affects the behavior. We all know that psychology is the study of the human mind and behavior, and also that of animals. Alexander Graham Bell, He was considered as the inventor of the telephone. He also played a major part in the creation and development of psychology, physiology, and also communication science. He worked with deaf children in his studies to know how humans hear sound, perceive sound, and also even while they're deaf, with the use of communication and pictures, images, he could communicate with them. Thank you.